Alright, welcome everybody back to CTI's Team of 20's channel for more PSGL F4 coverage. This week we are coming from Hungary. Nice beautiful track, some nice long corners and some even longer straightaways. I am joined in a booth by Cliffy, who will be joining momentarily. He had to go do something really quick. Let me pull up the point standings here while he comes back. It looks pretty gloomy out there for quali, so maybe some rain at the end.
Hello, Matt.
Hello. And now we
Hello,
can
everyone.
welcome Cliffy to the booth. How you doing, Cliffy?
I'm fine, mate. Hope you're well. I know you're a bit tired, so you're not going to be at your peak. But
Yeah,
hopefully these guys wake you up and put on a show for you.
they usually do. You know, I had that good first impression at the job that they keep asking me to come in on my days off. But, enough about that. Speaking of good impressions, we have Ross back again this week, who put on a hell of a show last week in his debut, showing that he could race at the front with everybody, but with going with the two-stop, he got caught up in traffic a little bit toward the end. So, looking for Ross to have another strong race this week, don't you think?
Oh yeah, definitely. Ross last week. I mean, we were both blown away by his. I mean, I was mainly blown away by side-by-side racing and how he kept things quite clean. And then obviously Betrayer, obviously getting a very, very unexpected podium. I think even he was shocked in the podium interviews last week. So hopefully these two can both sort of repeat what they did last week and get another decent result from McLaren.
Exactly. It was a really good run for McLaren. Is it already raining out there? Or am I seeing things? Maybe not.
No, it does look gloomy though. It does look very, very grey out there. So I think if we were going to see rain, Matt, I think everyone would be going out on the ultra soft tyres. But for the meantime, I think again, like last week, everyone sort of opting for the harder tyre. It's been the medium tyre, so maybe they're just warming themselves up. But I mean, it's a weird decision going out on mediums.
Well, according to the chat, Haig has said hello. So hello, Haig, and he said there is no rain scheduled at all. So maybe just a cloudy session.
Yep. Which again could affect setups as well. And also the track temperature. Obviously, these guys would have done time trial online sessions where it would have been clear, or they would have hopefully put the weather on clear. So, yeah. I mean, this could throw up a surprise result in quali, but at the moment, I mean, quali times, Matt, what do you think people in F4 are going to be hitting?
Ooh, I don't know. You're asking the wrong person. Quality times. High 14s, low 15s, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going by, don't seem big-headed here, but if we're going by F1 pace, then I've seen a lot of people do low to high 15s. So I'm guessing for F4, maybe 16s, I'm going to say.
That sounds about right.
And maybe if people do qualify on the soft tyre, I think, so we've got medium soft and the ultra soft, so we're skipping the super soft and going straight to the ultra soft. And I think if they qualify on the softs, we could be looking at maybe a mid 17 or even high 17, low 18.
Oh, Joseph went pole on his first lap. Well, obviously he was first, but he did 18-2 on mediums, which isn't bad at all.
Yeah. Isn't Joseph, is he new or is he? I've never seen.
He's new this week.
Okay, so we've got another debutant in Joseph, and at the moment sitting at the banker with an 18-2 and Game Free car at 18-2 as well. So
Blue Mosquitoes 16-5.
Yeah, so already my prediction of 16 is coming true. But yeah, I mean Joseph, same pace as Game Free car, who, as we know, used to be in F1, so he has got the pace. and Joseph's proven that he's got the pace as well on the medium tyres.
See, I knew the name was familiar. It's like when I saw them add him, I'm like, I know him from somewhere, but I've never like actually raced against him myself.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on board with Southern, who is also making his debut tonight.
Oh yes. Now I know Southern from other leagues, and I don't really know his pace this game. I know last game he wasn't the quickest, but he also wasn't the slowest. So F4 could be the perfect division for him to show what he can do. And I think he's really got invalid on his lap through that turn 4 sequence, Matt. And
He's backed off, it looks like.
it is very, very easy to get invalid around turn 4 area. You take so much speed going into the corner, and then on exit, I mean, you can have 2 wheels, even 3 wheels off the track, and the game will still give you a warning or an invalidation. So I think drivers are going to have to be careful through turn 4 during the race as well, just to hinder them getting any time pens.
Do you think penalties in general would be a factor tonight, or they'll maintain like decency tonight?
I think I think they could decide the race tonight. In all fairness, I mean, we know F4 is a very, very close division on its day, and I think time pens have actually determined an outcome for the race more than once this season.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's just all about turn 4. Any other bit of the track they can't really cut, and they can't really get any other warnings apart from the fast right-hander. But even then, you can go really wide on exit, and that still doesn't give you a warning. So it is just mainly turn 4 where the drivers are going to have to be careful and take it kind of easy and just be consistent through there.
It's a very fun track to drive, so I hope that all 15 drivers tonight have a lot of fun.
Yeah. Being a wheel user, I can only imagine. Well, I've driven this track today as well, and on a wheel, it's so rewarding. Especially the middle sector is tight, twisty. You know, there's only really one line that you can take through the second sector, and it is just so rewarding when you get it right. You get the car turned in, and it just feels beautiful. I mean, on a pad, I can only imagine it must be hell.
Oh, I don't go fast enough for it to be hell, but it felt pretty good last night. I do enjoy Hungary on the pads. One of my decent tracks.
Yeah. I mean, you done well last night getting that P10, got a point. So, points to point.
Yeah.
And Southern going P6. Yeah, only 2/10 behind Joseph and Game Freak on the mediums, but you can see, I mean, Stebar at 17.6 on mediums.
Yeah, but we all know Steb is in his own little world when it comes to qualifying.
Yeah. Yeah, Praga as well. I mean, you said last week, Matt, that Praga is prone to mistakes, and we saw it last week. He's definitely got the pace to go for podiums, maybe even wins. But as you said, he just makes one mistake, and that one mistake is normally him into a wall when he's out the race or wing damage and has to pit. So hopefully Praga learns from his mistakes and can actually get a decent result tonight.
I'll go on board Ross, I think. See what Ross is up to.
He's on the soft tyre, so he's going... I mean, I think all these guys are going to go out in ultras towards the end. I think that's maybe a given.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've done practice earlier, and I started on the ultras, and they didn't last that long. I think I only got them to last about 5-6 laps before they started really going off. And I mean, the fact that Blue has already set a lap on ultras, I think he might have made the wrong choice here.
Although Blue is usually pretty good on his tires, so who knows?
Yeah, well, as I say, anything can happen. Safety car's on. I mean, I don't think we've seen one yet in F4 since the update.
From what I understand, I think only F3 has had them. Maybe F2 once? I don't know.
No, just non-existent. I mean, we could get one tonight. Again, Hungary, a tight, twisty track. quite deceiving, really, because you looking at it from broadcast, you think, yeah, I mean, could provide some good battles, but the only real place to overtake, Matt, is down into turn 1
Yeah.
with the slipstream and DRS, and, well, ERS as well, turned up to max. I mean, other than that, there's not really many places to overtake. It's so tight, so it's impossible to go side by side.
Yeah, I was actually forced to make an overtake on the exit of turn 2 last night, or my race would have been over.
Matt proving that you can overtake. But yeah, turn 2 as well. Obviously down the main straight into turn 1, and then obviously on the exit you get DRS as well. So again, maybe turn 2, maybe even turn 3. Could see some nice side-by-side action. I think Blue is about to start. No, he's actually finishing a lap, and he actually improves to a 16.5. So it didn't improve by much. So I think Blue might be hitting his limit in quali as Steber comes out on a set of softs.
He lets Haig by, it looks like. Was that Haig? No. Probably was Blue. So Haig goes 11th with a 19 flat. But he's on the mediums.
Yep. Now, we're sort of seeing guys transition into the soft tyres, so I think they just went from medium to soft, and then on their last run, going to go out on ultra soft. So again, watch out towards the end of quali, because the starting order as it stands could change. But I mean, the two McLarens at the back, Matt, Betrayer in 15th and Ross in 13th. So maybe they just keep getting invalid, but not having a great qualifying session.
It should also be noted that coming into tonight, Game Freaker has 4 consecutive pole positions.
Oh, wow. Wow. I mean, Game Freaker's in 7th and is on a set of Ultrasofts about to start a lap. So, I don't know if you want to get on board with him for his lap.
And he did his original lap on mediums. Alright, I'm on board with him. He does have a car in front of him. See how that affects his lap. Oh, he pulled over.
Can Game Freaker get a 5th consecutive pole position? Went a bit wide into turn 1. Might hinder him a little bit, but down into turn 2 again. Going wide as well. I mean, you need to hug that apex on the inside if you want the best exit. So it's not been a great start to Game Freaker's lap. He finishes sector 1. This is turn 4, the corner I was telling you about. And he went wide, and that must be an invalidation. But he is carrying on, so I don't think it was. And again, through the fast, right, left, chicane. Again, it's so easy to lose the back end. We saw Lucy last night bin it from the lead on the last lap. So, I mean, maybe drivers are taking note of that. But again, coming through the fast right-hander, again, it's so easy to go wide. And see Game Freaker just keeping it within the limits. This is off sector 2, now into sector 3 again. Tight, twisty sector with the hairpins. First, the one on the left. Again, wants to hug the inside and goes well wide. And I think he's
pulling it in.
Yeah. So I think he must have got invalid at turn 4, mate. He went wide. Not by much, but I mean, because turn 4 is so strict on this game.
It doesn't take much.
Yeah. So who else is out? Oh, Ross has gone second on a set of softs.
Good car control by Joseph. He was completely sideways coming out of the corner.
It looks like he's finishing a lap as well on the set of softs.
I'm surprised he didn't pull it in.
The final corner. I mean, he might be up on his time, so he might finish it and maybe try and go out on a set of ultras, and he goes
third.
P3. Wow. Considering you said he done a bit of rallying, a bit of drifting, that's a good lap for him. But I mean, Haas looked quite strong. Got Lars in second, who sort of come out of nowhere in P2. Only 4 tenths behind Blue, who's 16.5 is still time to beat as we've got 3.5 minutes left to qualify, and it looks like, Matt, everyone maybe going to try and qualify on the soft tyres.
Not a bad strategy. Easy one-stop, softs to mediums.
Yeah. I don't know, I mean, these guys must have practiced and they all must know that them ultras are honestly so bad.
Yeah, ultras would only really be key if there was like a safety car with 3 or 4 laps to go and just have a shootout at the end. That's probably about it.
Yeah.
I'm bored of Mr. Grumpy here as he starts a lap on the ultras, I believe. Oh no, sorry, he's on the softs.
Yeah, the softs, yeah. So I feel like,
Oh.
Betrayer, wow.
Man on a mission. 2 podiums and 3 races.
Well done, Betrayer, out of nowhere as well. He was last place, didn't even set a time, and the first time he sets, he goes pole position.
I think he was letting everybody have their fun before he smashed it all.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
He knew all along.
Now... Oh, yeah. It's obvious. So can Blue respond to that time? I don't know whether these guys are... I mean, you could see the likes of Praga, Lars, maybe even Joseph come out on a set of ultras, but I think everyone else is going to try and start on the soft tyre. I mean, I personally think it is the better race tyre than the ultra soft, because the ultras, as I said, they just go off way too quick. I think like 3-4 laps they're good for, and after that it's pretty much safe the back end. Especially
if you've invalidated a lap, then you just throw another lap on there, that just you lose in a race. So.
Yeah. I think Martin is on a lap. I'm not too sure. He's got very low ERS, so if he is on a lap,
he's on hot lap now.
He'll do very well to finish the lap and have ERS left. Again, turn 4.
Hey, Venom.
Yeah, I think Martin must have got invalid again at turn 4. So that turn 4 proving costly to some of these drivers. And they're dipping under the 1 minute mark in quali at the moment. Betrayer sneaking in pole position there. Blue in second, is just about to start a lap actually. Praga in third on the soft tyres, so a good lap from him. Lars, who's on the ultra soft tyres and on an out lap, so watch out for him. Joseph, debutant in P5, good lap for him. Grumpy in 6th, and Ross in 7th, who again is going to start a lap on the ultra soft. So as I said before, Matt, everyone opt in for the ultra softs. Bit of a mixed reaction, and Southern, again, debutant, goes 2nd place, only a 10th behind Betrayer, so a good lap for him in his debut in F4.
Mosquito's looking to have a pretty solid lap here. Let's see if he could challenge a little wide there. Hold on a sec.
Okay. So I'm going to try and go on board with... who's on a lap? Who's just starting a lap? Cheetah didn't make the cut for qualifying. Cheetah's qualifying is over. He's in 12th place. So Betrayers. Southern is done. Blue is still on a lap. He's coming into the 3rd sector. Can he snatch pole from Betrayer? He's going to come into the last corner again, taking a very wide line into the corner. That's going to help the traction on the exits. We can come to the line. Is it pole? No, it's not.
Alright, I'm back.
100th of a second to Betrayer. So at the moment, Betrayer on provisional pole. Aaron Southern is qualifying over. Lars is on a lap, but Southern gets out of the way, and I think I put off Lars a little bit. Lars heads into the 3rd sector. Mr. Grumpy's called it days in the pits. Ross, a 15.8. That is a great lap for him, and he's a McLaren 1-2, but Stepper. Oh my god.
And Lars into the pits.
15.6. Wow, and Lars pits. So I think Stepper, right at the end there, Matt, has snatched pole off the 2 McLarens. So again, 2 and 3. So again, looking very, very strong in qualifying. Let's hope they can transition that pace to the race. But at the moment, Stepper, I think, has actually got pole position. Yes, he has. Everyone else is in the pits or have crossed the line. I mean, Steba right at the end there, Matt. We see him last week come from at the back to a finish, I think, third, I think it was, or second.
Yeah.
Steba has the pace, and he's got pole.
So the qualifying order will be Steba on pole, which I believe is his third or fourth of the season. And then Ross in second, Betrayer, who's continuing his hot streak lately. And third, Blue in fourth, Southern in fifth. Not a bad qualifying for his first appearance. Praga in sixth, starting on the softs, the fastest of the softs. Lars in seventh, Grumpy in eighth, Game Freaker in ninth, couldn't get his fifth consecutive pole, and Simo in 10th.
Yeah, I think it's something to note as well. The top five, I think, will start on ultras, and everyone else behind starting on the soft tyre. So it's going to be very, very interesting start to the race here.
And sorry for stepping away there. Apparently, the work called and left a message on the machine asking if I could come in tonight, even though I told 4 different people this morning I could come in tonight.
Miscommunication, you got to love it. We wait for the guys to sort out their strategy. I think the guys outside the top 10 are all going to start on soft. We might get someone right at the back starting on mediums, but I think for the most part we're going to see a soft tyre dominance here. And actually, there's only 3 people starting on the medium tyres, and that is Joseph, Hulk, and Ron Haig. So, Matt, while these guys do their formation up, who is your pick for the win tonight?
What a surprise Mario gets disqualified in the formation lap. Oh,
okay. Wow, I thought he was going to say Steba.
that's too easy.
Okay. I'm going. You know what? I'm going to mix it up a bit, and I'm going to say. I'm going to say Ross.
Not a bad pick either.
Yeah.
He proved last week he can run up front, so.
Oh yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, he's very clean, and I just think he's going to have better race pace than Steba and his teammate. But I mean, we saw Betrayer last week, Matt. I mean, he had incredible pace, and keeping it clean with no time penalties as well was key in any race. And he's definitely the man to get no time pens. So if he can do that again tonight and everyone else around him gets time pens, then we could see a Betrayer on the podium, maybe even a win. Only time will tell.
It would be nice to see Grumpy or Simo get into the winner circle as well.
Oh yeah.
Simo having a rough season, it would be nice to get a little momentum going.
Yeah, I think Grumpy on that top step of the podium is needed at some point in this season.
Oh, for sure.
So I'm going to go on board at the back as usual, Matt.
All right. 5 red lights, and away we go. Ferrari looks slow off the line in the back there. Get out of the way, people. Oh! A Steba sandwich with the McLarens in turn 1. Steba fends him off as he holds first position, and Ross is under attack from Blue. Oh, never mind. Blue Mosquito went wide.
Jesus! Oh my God! Wow!
Oh my God!
So
I just caught the end of that. Cheater into the side of Hulkenberg.
Yeah,
testing the durability of the side pod.
Yeah, I mean, Cheater and Hulk made contact that made Cheater go into the wall, come back on track and hit Hulk again, who then hit Martin. But I think Martin got away with it with no damage. I think he has So Martin having a good start. We saw last week him get wing damage and unfortunately retire from a race where him himself said he had good pace. So I think Martin for the meantime is okay. But them two guys at the back have to pit again.
Oh, Gamingalimondas. That's the comment of the season right there. You can read that one back later.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. But at the front, Matt Steber, a second lead to Ross. So maybe these McLarens can work together and slipstream each other down the main straight.
Yeah, I must say.
So far.
Oh, go ahead.
Go on. No, go on.
That Cheaters had. I don't know if anyone's had worse luck than him all season. I think he's broken a wing in almost every race.
Oh my god, what a move by Martin!
Yeah, I just saw that in the background.
Wow! He did a switchback on Simo and it looked like he had no room. But he has an R. Ross is down into P6. I don't know if Ross is had an off, but he's down into P6.
And Lars is right on him.
Yeah.
Oh, Martin's on a mission. He wants to get this race done as soon as possible because that baby might be born any minute.
Yeah, I mean, he is struggling with the turner. I don't think he has any wing damage, but the stupid halo in the way I can't really make out. He has got wing damage, but Martin is definitely a man on a mission.
No, he has no wing damage from what I can see.
Okay. He's going to have a run on Mr. Grumpy as well.
Yep.
Maybe not now.
Oh no, next lap will be DRS.
Yeah, and then the DRS train will start.
Yep.
Up at the front, Stebar 2.6 lead already on lap 3. So Stebar having a great start to the race. And this midfield battle from 11th to 7th, to 6th, sorry, is starting to heat up a little bit. These guys are starting to get closer on track, and they will get even closer now with DRS being enabled. Every car there went well wide at the exit of turn 4, so no doubt every one of them cars have got warnings, and it is actually Ross holding this train up.
So does he have wing damage?
Again,
don't believe so. Maybe a piece off the right side?
Yeah, I was going to say maybe right side he might have damage, but we've got two trains. We've got the train from 2nd to 5th, and then we've got 6th. Lars is actually getting past Ross now. This would be the decline of Ross, and Game Freaker looking to go around the outside into the hairpin. Very risky move. Does back out of it though. That's going to allow Mr. Grumpy. No, it doesn't. And Ross is pitting already. So lap 4, Martin. I did that. Lap 4, Matt. Oh wow!
Come on, Mark's so 3 seconds faster for me. Come on.
So I did say them ultras aren't going to last that long, and I think we're seeing that here because now Praga is on the back of Southern and wants to get past. So this train is now two trains is now becoming one massive train, and Betrayer has actually caught Steber by a lot of times. He's only a second behind.
Yeah. Steba might have gone wide somewhere because he burns his tires fast.
Yeah. So now Betrayer is within DRS. If he can stay there, it will save him against Blue, who's only 5 tenths behind.
And Praga looks like he's faster than Southern. He keeps lifting while he's behind him, so look for a move here on the DRS straight. Or maybe now.
Now it's going to go around the outside, yeah. Just Southern give him the space, gives him a little bit of a squeeze. And Praga has had to back out that, but it's going to go for it into the final corner.
Good move.
Southern lets him go. Good move, but
Step us into the pits.
Yeah. So them Ultrasoft not lasting as long as I said.
And Blue gonna look on the outside of Betrayer here. I don't know, tucks it back in. But he has DRS again.
He's gonna go for it. No, he backs out of it. Betrayer goes deep. but keeps the place, and all this battling is allowing Praga, who's on the soft tyres, only not even a second behind P1. So Praga having good pace on them soft tyres. I think the Ultrasofts right now, Matt, are just going completely off the cliff. They've got no pace, no grit. We're going to see through Sector 2 just how much the back end steps out for these guys. You can see Betrayer and Blue all going wide, clipping a bit of the grass.
Yeah, a little
See
smoke
just
screen.
how much, yeah, just see how much time Praga's gaining on them through the second sector. But again, Praga himself going wide isn't going to help. And we've got Game Freaker down inside of Lars. Game Freaker locks up, but gets the move done. Lars going to go for a bit of a switchback. No, he doesn't. Game Freaker defends it off. Now we've got Mr. Grumpy going down the inside. No, Lars defends it quite well. Martin taking a back seat here. I think maybe from previous weeks, he doesn't really want to get involved in any battles.
Right, here goes Praga.
And Hulk's out.
Wow!
Oh!
That's desync. Blue
Wow.
Mosquito. His car just jerked left. I was on board with Praga for that.
And while all that's going on, we've got Warren Haig and Joseph side
Oh
by side.
no!
Joseph making a move.
Praga just clipped Betrayer.
Oh wow! So we've got and Betrayer has to wait.
Praga's
Surely
an
should be
AI
able to-
now. And Game Freaker into the lead.
Wow. Martin's up to 5th place. Oh wow! So anyone can win this race from 1st to 5th, 6th even 7th. In fact, anyone can win the race. Why don't we just say that?
If you have 4 tires left on the car at the end of the race, you got a chance.
That is too true, Matt, too true.
That was crazy, though. I've never seen a car snap sideways like that before without being touched.
Yeah, it's decent for you, mate.
But there was contact between Praga and Betrayer.
Oh, okay, so Praga did have contact with Betrayer, or was that wasn't desync either?
No, Praga legit had contact. He caught his back tire and spun him. I was on board for both incidents.
Right, okay.
I mean, obviously he didn't mean to do it, but
Oh yeah.
I know Praga. He's really clean.
So no doubt we'll have a lot of incidents going into the stewards chat after the race, but I think one of them, the one with Blue, was desync. He was
Yeah.
on board, and the one with Betrayer and Praga could be investigated after the race because there was contact. So I guess we'll find out
Yeah.
after the race what's happening.
Yeah,
with
that one might be
and,
penalty worthy.
Yeah, and Lars is losing a lot of time. He's actually being caught by Grumpy, Martin, and Simo. So how is Lars got a bit of wing damage, and it is costing him because Grumpy is all over his back end. And we did say, Matt, that a Grumpy win is needed. He's in P4. So he's got a fantastic chance tonight to win that race. And Simo or Martin, but Martin has DRS as well. Is Simo going to go for a dive? No, he doesn't. Martin breaks late anyway. Oh, and Lars made contact to Mr. Grump. I don't think he got wing damage, but Grumpy makes the move and is up into P3. And Mr. Grumpy, can he win tonight? I mean,
He does have the experience. I know
that's key in PSGL. Experience.
Oh, Martin! Clipped the curb and got a little sideways there. Good avoidance by Simo, but that gives Joseph the run into 6th place.
Yep, and he's got to run on Martin now. Run them soft tyres, and again, the soft tyres look like they're going up as well, by the looks of it. Oh, Martin's gone well wide.
Well, he
Is that
keeps
gonna
clipping
allow
curves.
Joseph a chance? He goes deep, and Martin defends it very well, places the car well, and Joseph will have to wait. until the DRS straight. Martin again breaks late, goes wide, but again defends it very well. And Martin's got a very good run there into the final corner. Joseph, he wants that place. He's going to get the better run, but Martin run the ball here. Joseph's going to go to the inside, and Joseph has got the move done. I think he has. Martin going to go for a bit of a switchback move, maybe, but can't really go for a move it because Joseph does have DRS again. And Martin is now down into P6. And Joseph on the medium tyres, Matt, showing good pace at the start of this race.
Very much so. He's the highest of the guys who have started on the mediums.
Yeah, I mean, I know he's only 2, 3, 4, about 6 seconds off the lead. So, other than Dimo and Martin's car is all over the place. I don't know, he might have damage because I don't know, it just doesn't look right. That Toro Rosso could be a setup. I don't know what it is. Martin is maybe going to lose another place here, but can Praga finally get a move done on Game Freaker? And to be fair to Game Freaker, has got a very good run out of that final corner. But Praga with the DRS, is he going to go for a dive? No, he doesn't.
Here goes Simo past Martin.
Another lap. Martin losing places. Martin's going to hang it round the outside, and again Martin defending very well and keeps hold of P6.
Oh, and a reminder to the viewers, there will be no podium interviews tonight since I need to go directly to bed and not pass go.
So the battle for the lead, again the gap hovering at 2 to 3 tenths. But can Praga finally get a run and overtake Game Freaker? Yellows in sector 2, Martin's out of the race! Oh my god, he's binned it in the fast right-hander. That is unfortunate for Martin. He was looking to get some good points here tonight, but unfortunately for him, it's just not gone right. I said that Toro Rosso looked a bit dodgy on track.
Here goes Praga to the lead on the outside, turn 1.
Yeah. Praga around the outside. Game Freaker breaks early. Is he going to force Praga around? No, Praga right around the outside, and that is a great move. I had a helicopter shot for that, so that looked very nice from where I saw it. And Praga takes the lead of the race. And Joseph is now up into P4, Matt. So I don't know if him and Lars have had a bit of team orders, and Lars has had to let him through. But their medium tyres are really coming alive now. It's only now 4 seconds off the lead.
Well, you figure, Lars experienced in the league as well. They're on different tire strategies, so you might as well let him go and catch him later on.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he might even stay behind him and stay within DRS, get a tow down the straight.
Yep.
Maybe catch the cars ahead, as you said, so might be a good plan for the Haas team. But other than the battle for the lead, there's not really any battles going on at the minute, apart from, again, the Lars and Joseph battle, but I don't think that's going to amount to anything.
Yeah.
I mean, Ron Haig is catching similar on the mediums as well.
Well, there's no battle, so I'm going to give some camera time to Southern for his first race. Currently in 10th position, trying to chase down Ross.
Yep. I mean, he has pitted as well, so can he go to the end on them medium tyres? Who knows? So now we've got Joseph catching Mr. Grumpy. And again, I think these soft tyres are starting to go off a little bit because the guys in the mediums are starting to catch the guys on the soft tyres, and I mean the gap at the front back up to 2 attempts at Game Freak car coming back up Praga this lap. Can Game Freak get the run? I think he might, you know. He's going to have the DRS, slipstream, and the ERS is gaining. Of course, Game Freak are running no ABS, so if he goes for a dive, he might lock up. Does look up a little bit, but nothing major, and Praga holds on for another lap.
Oh, a little wide there by Game Freaker.
Yeah, that's dirty air effect. Getting into turn 4. Both look quite clean, kept the car on track, as does Grumpy, as does Joseph, and as does Lars. So I think these guys have been very cautious to the 4th corner. And they give it a lot of respect. They do not want to get penalties, and I think Game Freak already has a penalty. Yes, he does. So that could prove costly towards the end of the race. I think everyone else around him does not have a penalty. They don't. So Game Freak being the only person to have a penalty could prove costly. But he's doing a good job at the minute, staying behind Praga, which is what he needs to do. Stay within that toe. And hopefully he'll be able to get an undercut soon enough, go into the medium tyres, and then he'll go straight to the end of the race. But Joe is right behind Mr. Grumpy. Mr. Grumpy looked like he got a better run at the final corner. But we're going to see Joseph and Mr. Grumpy go into battle. He does brake very late. And I think Grumpy's going to hold on to that for another lap. He is. Steber up into 7th. On the soft tyres, I think he's going for 2-stop. He's on the soft tyres. Again, Ross, as we know, had that contact. Well, no, he didn't have contact. I think he just went off track at the beginning of the race, and since then it's gone downhill for him.
Yeah. But Trevor was McLaren that had the incident.
Yeah, so both McLarens not having a great race. But the lead at the front is actually over a second now, so I think Game Freak, I might have had a bit of an off, and that's allowed Praga to get the gap to over a second as Game Freak tries to get back within that second barrier. And he's done it. Can he stay there and get DRS again for another lap?
Well, we're about to see. Oh, Grumpy's into the pits. I was going to say we're about to see if Joseph could catch him on the DRS straight this time. So that's about right. 15 laps, 14, 15 laps on the softs. That sounds about right.
Yeah. So, Mr. Grumpy and Praga's in as well.
DRS.
So this should be
on Haig.
Yep. And Steber making a move on Haig. So now Game Freak needs to put in a very good lap. But again, Praga's come out
in traffic
behind Southern, and he's come out in traffic. Yeah, so if Game Freak can do a semi-decent lap, and he should get the jump on Praga. I mean, he had a second advantage anyway. That's gonna mean nothing. So Game Freak needs to push now if he wants to get ahead of Praga, who again is still behind Southern, and it looks like he ain't really catch him that much.
I think he's trying to take it easy on the tires so he doesn't do what Lewis did yesterday in front of me, lighten up the tires while they were cold.
Yeah. Yep, and Game Freak is into the pit, so this is going to be very, very interesting. Can Game Freak get out ahead of Praga, importantly ahead of Southern as well? It would prove very beneficial for him if he can do that, as Joseph takes the lead of this race. Steber will get second place, Haig up into third. But all eyes are on Praga as he looks to overtake Southern. He goes really wide at the last corner. And I think Southern's got a run on Ross. He has, and there's Game Freak car.
Oh, God. That's a lot of cars in one area.
Jesus Christ. Game Freak and Prague are side by side. Prague are just holding on to the lead. And Ross was able to defend off Southern while all that was going on. So we've now got a 4-car train. I mean, 2 of these guys aren't even involved in the win, and the other 2 are. So again, it could prove costly for either of these 2 if they have any contact with the guys ahead.
I think this benefits Steba right now. Well, Steba and Joseph, also, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, Joseph as well. But I mean, Prague was looking like he's got the mediums up to temperature now. He's starting to attack Southern. He's also attacking Ross. So this could be, this could all end in tears, Matt. But I'm not too confident about this. We've got yellows in sector 2. Oh, cheater's off. He's had an off at turn 5, I do believe.
Somebody's in the pits. I didn't see what car was.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Ross.
Ross, yeah. So that releases Southern. Now, can Praga get in front? Southern's got DRS of Ross. Praga can go to the inside. Southern, is he going to try and hang it around the outside? No, he doesn't. And that now releases Praga. And now Game Freaker needs to get past Southern right, not now, but in the next lap or so.
Yeah, can't lose too much ground.
Yeah, but it looks like Game Freaker's got their mediums working now. Is Game Freaker going to go from moving to turn 4? Be a bit of a maniac if he did, and he doesn't. And that Red Bull now starting to get away from Southern. Game Freaker's turning us to navigate through the debutant. Oh, Game Freaker's so close behind him. Through the second sector. Again, the dirt, yeah, it's not going to help. Well, he's got a much better run there, though. Game Freaker, he's going to look for the inside. He doesn't. He's going to wait for the start-finish straight. Yes, he is. He's backing off. He's a lot more quicker than Southern. So this should be more or less an easy move. Down the back straight into turn 1. Game Freaker gets the better run.
Prague got fast lap race, and here goes Game Freaker.
Yep, down the inside. Easy as you like. Is Southern going to come back at him? He does try to go around the outside, going to get the traction on exit. But it's just not enough, and Game Freaker now up into P5. And he's 1.7 now behind net race leader Praga.
What do you think? Joseph pit around lap 20?
Yeah. So all that battling with the 2 back markers, well not back markers, but the 2 other guys who weren't really fighting them, that's going to help him. Because I think he's got about a 13-second or 14-second gap to Praga as it stands right now.
Yep. Oh, Ross, another penalty.
Yeah, I mean, the McLaren's been involved in incidents, making mistakes. Not been a good day for them so far. Again, it can all change. All we need is a safety car. And Joseph, a very, very early pit stop on their medium tyres. If he goes to soft tyre, Matt, I don't think he'll be able to go to the end.
And they got the sauce waiting.
Yeah.
That's going to be kind of close.
Yeah, I mean, the mediums looked quite good on his car. I mean, there was no rain and there was no darker side to the tyre. I don't know why he's pit so early, if I'm honest.
Maybe he didn't feel comfortable on them anymore.
Yeah, maybe. But he's going to have the pace on the guys ahead of him. So watch out for Joseph making his way through the field. And Game Freaker slightly closing that gap to Praga. But just not enough. And Game Freak gets not better. Oh, Game Freak's in the wall! Game Freaker! Oh my god!
Wow, where's the safety car? Hello, game.
Oh my god.
Seriously, the car's in the middle of the track. Where is the safety car? Codemasters, wake up in this world.
Oh my god.
That is so stupid. Well, everybody left will get points now.
I was on board with Game Freaker when he went into the wall. And it made me jump when Southern hit him. Wow, that is really unfortunate. And Stebbers into the pits for his one on final pit stop. Wow. So Game Freak had lost it on outside of turn 4, took too much curb and spun the car into the wall. Obviously, Game Freak at that point had no control of his car.
Oh.
And Southern being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
We got Praga right in the back of Haig.
Yeah, and we've got Joseph and Mr. Grumpy going at it. So, the experience of Mr. Grumpy, can the debutant Joseph get past him? Oh, getting very close. But Joseph will have to hold on for another lap. And again, this is going to kill these soft tyres because he needs to get past Mr. Grumpy if he wants anything to do with the lead of the race.
Well, both of these battles should see it pass attempts either in the last roundabout corner there or on the DRS straight.
Yeah.
I don't know what this corner is called, so.
Yeah, I mean, there's no point asking me, I have no clue.
Me either. Alright, let's see what Praga could do on the straight, and then we'll immediately switch to Joseph to see what he could do.
Yeah, I'm on board with Joseph.
Warner's taking the extreme inside line here, forcing Praga to go to the outside. And Praga with a switchback. Oh, and Joseph on the outside.
And Mr. Grumpy, that experience is helping him. Defends the inside, and Joseph will start to surely get frustrated being stuck behind Mr. Grumpy, who is defending for his life. Oh. Is that wing damage? Surely not.
Did they touch? I couldn't tell from my angle.
No, yeah, they touched, not a major contact, but they did touch, only a tiny bit.
Joseph is right there, and he just can't get by him. The track is too tight.
So I was saying in commentary, the track looks so deceiving, but it is so tight. And now Joseph running outside into the final corner again. Mr. Grumpy placing that car superbly. But now surely the game is up for Mr. Grumpy. Can Joseph go down the inside? Mr. Grumpy's going to squeeze him.
Joseph has no
Joseph
battery.
Finally gets that inside. Mr. Grumpy again coming back at Joseph, and again it's side by side coming into turn 2, still side by side, and I think now Joseph surely has got to move down, but Mr. Grumpy is still there, and Joseph now surely up into turn 4, not through here, and Mr. Grumpy being smart.
Hey, you never know.
Out and out.
With his experience, he could have made it past there.
Yeah, I mean, if you'd have made a pass there round outside that turn 4, I would have turned my game off. I would have said, good night, Matt, God bless. Stream would have ended, mate.
Sim was catching Lars. Oh, he was in DRS range for a split second.
I mean, Ron Haig, 21 laps in the mediums. He's done a very good job.
Oh, there he goes in the pits.
Holding it. Yep. Well,
throwing some softs.
Yep.
He should come out in about 7th, 8th. Probably 7th.
Yeah. Although Ross is coming down the start finish straight now, Warren is coming out the pits, and it's P8 for Warren Haig.
Alright, see what he could do with the freshest tires on the track.
Yeah. I mean, he might be able to catch Ross and get P7. I think that might be all Warren Haig can do.
he wasn't happy at all with his qualifying efforts that he qualified last, but he has shown in the race that his pace is there for the race, so that's more important than the one lap.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I think I speak get a podium.
What was that? Starting last and getting a win at Monaco? Of all tracks.
Something like that. Yeah. Something like that.
Oh, so we got Simo in DRS range of Lars, Stepa in DRS range of Simo. Let's see what happens here on start straight.
Yeah. And the Game Freak retiring, that's pretty much gifted Praga the win. I mean, Joseph P2 on his debut, he'll be happy. He'll be more than happy with that.
Oh.
Grumpy in third.
Praga with the win on the track. It depends if Betrayer submits his incident.
Ah, of course, yeah, I forgot about that. So after race, incidents could determine who wins this race.
Because the penalties have been ranging from like 15 to 20 seconds. That would drop him all the way down to 7th. As of now. Exactly, Venom. Venom predicts Grumpy will get past Joseph again toward the end of the race after Joseph burns out his tires.
That is a very good prediction, to be fair. So, I mean, Joseph will be absolutely obliterating themselves trying to catch Praga, who's 7.5 seconds up the road.
And don't forget, he also pit 2 laps earlier than we thought he would.
Yeah, so them softs could go off, and that would allow Grumpy to catch. So there's a strong prediction from Gamingalimondas, the one and only, the legend.
The measuring stick of commentators of PSGL.
Yeah, the backbone of commentators. But I mean, Mr. Grumpy he is staying with him, so Grumpy has got the pace, I'd say, over Joe. But again, it's so hard to call. He's only done 6 laps on them softs, so they've still got a lot to give. I think at around maybe lap 12, lap 13 on them softs, you might start to see some tyre wear. And it's in sector 2. Oh, Ross is off. Ross is off at turn 5, I do believe, and Ross has called it a day.
Why'd you give up? You're guaranteed points. My God.
Yeah.
Oh. Nothing aggravates me more when somebody does that, because I sit there like 36 laps down and I still finish the race.
Matt, not even you're that bad to finish 36 laps down on the leader.
I think the worst I ever did was 2 laps because I had a couple spins.
And we've got another legend in the chat in Big C saying Praga for the title.
Ooh, now that's a bold call.
That is very bold.
Well, we don't know about that yet, Big C. There's going to be a pending transaction, if you want to call it, between Betrayer and Praga. There was a little contact for the lead earlier.
Yeah, Matt was on board with it. So.
Stepa and Simo right on each other as they're both closing in on Lars, so it could be an interesting battle for 4th.
Yeah, and our very own Game Freak was in the chat, and he said, I won't be a champion with all these bottles, I'm pissed right now. So, I mean, I don't really know what to say, Game Freak. I mean, you've got the pace to win. There's no doubt about that. You've shown it this season. Just continue doing what you're doing, and hopefully you'll get the results you need and challenge for that elusive title.
Gamingalimondas stop drinking then. I was going to say, if you fill those bottles up with champagne come the end of the season with a couple wins or a couple podiums, get right back up there and you could pop the champagne yourself. See what Stepa does into turn 1 here.
Yep. He's going to go for it. Yes, he is. Oh, he breaks
way too
late.
deep. Oh, and Lars can't take advantage.
Oh, there's a little bit of contact. There was a little
Simo.
bit of contact there. And look at Simo down the inside, taking full advantage of this. We said Simo was due a good result, Matt, and he's up into P5.
And I'm going to take the camera off him for now because every time I'm on board with him in GT Sport, he crashes. So we'll go on to a different battle.
Okay. I mean, there's not really any other battle you can go on, mate, so...
Well, I'm on Lars's car, so maybe by default it won't be actually on him.
What I find interesting about this is Stebot is on them soft tyres as well. So, them softs we could see die towards the end of the race, and that would allow Simo and Lars to maybe catch back up to Stebot.
And interesting fact pointed out in the chat, next week we're headed to Belgium, which is Game Freaker's home track.
Jeez, Game Freaker for the win then. Game Freaker for the win indeed. Game Freaker says, if Grumpy finishes third, my title race is not over. We'll be 21 points behind them, 4 races to go. Hopefully Grumps has some penalties. Game Freaker, I hate to be bearer of bad news, mate, but
No.
Grumpy has no penalties. He's got 2 warnings, so he's not far off a penalty, but at the moment he has only got 2 warnings. And Simo's a man on a mission. He's staying with Stebot.
I was just about to say that. Get out of my head.
It's the chemistry, Matt. We're just getting along so well now. We can think what each other's going to say now.
Hey, that sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah. Soft, Gamingalimondas said, soft mediums like China clearly the best strategy for a full dry race here. Yeah, I agree. Them ultra softs are just not worth it.
Actually, I've noticed all the tracks where it's ultra, soft, medium, where you skip the supers, the ultras aren't even worth using at all at those tracks. Whoa! Get that camera off of Simo, because that was close.
Oh, yeah. I'm not spectating him now. I'm going to go on board with Lars.
I'm on board with Joseph. Making his debut in F4 today.
Yeah, I mean, I think he'll be happy with getting points. I mean, it'll be pretty hard for him not to get points now.
Ooh, I don't know. Ross was going to get points too until he gave up. But,
yeah, that's true.
interesting thing is his gas can is lit up yellow, so Joseph is running low on fuel.
Lovely.
And he has no battery. Praga has almost full battery. He's out there cruising.
Yeah, he's on cruise control, isn't he?
Grumpy has 6 times as much battery as Joseph, so look for Grumpy to start marching toward him now.
Yep. I mean, it's 4 seconds back, so if them softs are going to go off, they need to start going off now in order for Grumpy to catch up. But I mean, Simo, he is just a man. I know I said it before, but he's a man on a mission. He's only 3/10 down behind Stebot. He's going to get the run. Maybe he might even go for a move into turn 1. He's going to go around the outside, is he?
Switchback.
A bit late on the brakes. Got to get the traction on the exit. He does get the better exit, but it's just not far enough straight. And Praga.
Uh-oh.
A time penalty, that's interesting. That is his first penalty of the race. So as it stands, Praga will still be winning.
And Joseph
this
gets one too, so it negates it.
Oh, okay. Well then, that's just cancelled it out. Let's call it a day, lads. Just, I mean...
So now Grumpy only
gets...
needs 1 second to catch Joseph.
Yeah, that is true. And I think Grumpy will be checking, be asking Jeff about the driver ahead, because Jeff, this game does tell you time penalties.
Betrayer. Fastest lap of the race. Unfortunate. Well, he did pit for ultras, but unfortunate that he's got the pace, but had an incident early on.
Yeah. But, I mean, Steber's done well to come back from what happened to him. He's P4, 3 seconds behind Grumpy. And looking like it's been another great race here in F4. A lot of, I wouldn't say a lot of retirements, but...
Yeah, more than usual for sure. Last week we had one.
Yeah. Just such a hard track to grasp. The curbs are so unforgiving when you get on them too much. I mean, sort of Game Freak exit turn 4, he went wide and just took too much to curb. And then just ended his race and Southern's race through no fault of Game Freak. I just spun the car, couldn't move it in time, and and unfortunately it happened. Especially at a tight, twisted track like this. I mean, it's not like Monaco. One person crashes, especially in the middle sector, it almost causes a domino
the whole
effect.
Field.
Yeah, the whole field done.
So can we get a restart?
Yeah. I lost my wheel. Can we get a restart?
Takes the wheel off somebody else's car and slaps on his car.
Yeah. Drives past, thank you. Alimondas said Joseph driver of the day for me if he finishes in P2, making a medium soft tactic work, and I agree.
Yeah, then you start like 12th as well. Where's that thingy?
Yeah, I think he did.
Wait. There it is, position change. +9, you started 11th.
So outside the top 10 to finish on a podium on your debut. Easy day's work for Joseph, I think.
Here comes Simo. The outside of Steba.
Oh, Simo fighting back though. No, Steba fighting back. And Steba holds on to P4 for now, but again, Matt, it's only a matter of time before them soft tyres go off.
I mean, regardless of his strategy, anytime you get somebody who's making their debut finishing on a podium, that's easy argument for driver of the day to begin with.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. I mean, again, last week when I said about Ross making his debut, he'd have been happy with points. I mean, to get a podium, you know, Joseph will be over the moon. But, I mean, he has to keep that 3-second gap to Grumpy. It's sort of stabilising at around 4.2, 4.3 seconds. So I think Joseph will keep P2. And again, Simo can't get past Steba.
Simo has pulled away from Lars by 2 seconds, about.
Yeah. So I think Simo's just been fueled on the back of that Toro Rosso. He wants to get past, wants P4. I mean, it's a good result for the Mercedes team with Grumpy in third and Simo in fifth. So, yeah, good charge up the field, maybe in the constructor standings.
Well, what are the penalties between Steba and Simo anyway? They have one each?
Steba has 1 penalty. Simo has 1 penalty as well. Wow. If one of them gets 1 more warning, then they'll get a penalty. So they've got a warning, penalty and 2 warnings. Can Simo, he's got to run, but I think it's just too far back.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to force the issue from Steba.
Nice
exit. Oh, Steba's lost the back end a little bit. That's going to allow Simo to go around the outside again, but we saw Steba defend it quite nicely a couple of laps ago. Simo tries to go around the outside and Steba again, as I said, that defends it, but almost loses the back end on exit. So them soft tyres are starting to go off, and Grumpy is catching Joseph. So 3.9 the gap. All he needs is a second, and he's got P2. as Praga. He's going to start the last lap back, and on track he's going to win the race, but off the track might be the decider for him.
Yes, all viewers will have to tune into the PSGL website to see what the stewards' reports will be, if they are reported.
I think it will, man. I think it was such a...
It was a battle for the lead. It should be reported.
Yeah. And Betray's now down in 8th because of it.
Yeah.
But Simo last lap, around the outside, is he going to try it? Steba, wow, to be fair to him.
Good defending.
Wow, He parked the car on the apex, and he knew
he did his scouting.
Try and do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think Steba is going to keep it, and Mr.
Grumpy's inside the 3 seconds.
Yeah. Yes, he is. So, them soft tyres definitely going off, and I think Gamingalimondas definitely calling it right once again. The gap now 3 seconds. All Grumpy needs is to just dip below that 3 second gap, and he's done it. Again, the gap is 3.1. Oh, it's so close.
2.99, really?
Yes. Oh my god.
Well, here comes Praga off the final corner to win on track. Congratulations to Praga. Let's see. Can Grumpy do it?
I don't think Grumpy's done it. I don't think so. 3.3. Just drive, Grumpy, drive. Has he done it?
He got it! By a 10th.
Wow.
Good job, Grumpy.
Timo got 4th in the end. So Steba must have got a penalty in the last lap. Lars come home in 6th place. Braun Haig, I mean, a far way behind in P7. Betrayer as well, a far way behind in P8. And Cheetah being lapped, already crossed the line. Wow. And Braun Haig, for good measure, sets the fastest lap of the race.
Here comes Betrayer.
He's going to feel like he's been betrayed.
Yeah.
Huh? That was a good one. That was a good one.
Definitely no tumbleweeds there. don't forget to tip your waitresses. And there it is. Red Bull on the top step at Hungary.
I mean, do we need a contest for driver of the day, Matt?
No. Driver of the day,
I think.
easily Joseph. Congratulations on your first podium in F4 in your first race.
Yep, good result. Starting 11th, finishing in 3rd place. Unfortunately, due to a time penalty, Mr. Grumpy got 2nd. But no doubt, I mean, podium finish you'll be more than happy with.
All right, so the final rundown on this evening's race at Hungary is Praga with his first win of the season, becoming the 5th different winner, I believe. Grumpy with no penalties at all in the race, finishing 2nd. Joseph in 3rd, podium in his debut race. Simmel with a hard-fought 4th, had an intense battle with Steba, who finishes in 5th. Lars in 6th, Haig in 7th, Betrayer in 8th, Cheater in 9th, and Ross DNF'd in 10th, so he will not get the points. And also point out, Haig was the only other car, I believe, that didn't have a penalty.
Yeah. So again, being consistent, not getting time penalties, proving costly for Joseph, but no doubt a good debut race for him.
And with that 2nd place finish, Grumpy is going to put quite some distance between him and the rest of the field for the point standings now. He still hasn't won a race, but his consistency is starting to have him pull away from everybody, especially with his closest competitors DNFing today. So, since we're not doing any podium interviews, your thoughts on the race today?
Again, action-packed, and currently I'm surprised F4 always throws up an interesting and entertaining race. But yeah, I mean, Praga getting the win, sort of unexpected. I mean, didn't you guess Praga as well?
Yes, I did. Thank you very much.
So Matt being at Oracle this week and guessing Praga would get the win. I mean, who did I say? I don't even know who I said. I can't remember.
I think you said Stella. No.
Oh, well, I mean, there you go then. uh,
You said
but
you
yeah,
said you would like to see Grumpy get the win. He didn't come far up. He actually might be awarded the win after Stores reports. So
yeah. I mean, be unfortunate for Praga to lose the win, but I mean, these things happen. But yeah, no, again, a good race, and looking forward to next week at Belgium.
I agree. So that will be it for tonight. Podium interviews will return next week when I'm not working on Sunday. And I thank you to Cliffy. I know you hate Cliff. Had to save it there.
Thank you to Clear B.
Clifford the Big Red Race Car. Oh.
Oh, jeez.
For more PSGL action, we got F1 over on Gamingalimondas channel. I will leave his link in the description when I get out of work tomorrow. And F2 will be on my channel with Hulkenberger, I believe, since I think JP is taking at least one more week off of comms. So I'll be doing F2 tomorrow night. So thank you all for showing up tonight. Thank you, everybody, for putting on a great race for everybody to watch. And everyone have a good week and stay safe. See you soon.